Okay, let's just dive right into this, shall we? Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are unpacking a brand new blueprint for Mediterranean luxury. We are looking at something truly special, Mangia's Costa Ragusa Borgo. This is an absolutely stunning, top-tier five-star resort that is set to open its doors in the summer of 2026, right on the breathtaking southeastern coast of Sicily. If you're the kind of person who loves understanding the true value and the exact on-the-ground layout of a destination before you ever even think about packing a bag, well, you are in the exact right place. We are going to systematically break down this sprawling, all-inclusive Sicilian dream. We're going to dive super deep into the culinary philosophy, the world-class wellness amenities, and even the high-end corporate capabilities that make this property so incredibly unique. But definitely stick around until the very end because we are finishing off with a highly practical, step-by-step booking hack. Seriously, it's a real game changer that makes this ultra-luxurious experience incredibly accessible for your budget. You won't want to miss it. So here is our quick roadmap for today's explainer. We're going to start with a new Sicilian dream, then we'll jump into the sublime all-inclusive experience, followed by wellness, sports, and family. After that, we'll see how business meets Mediterranean beauty, and finally, we'll wrap it all up with that ultimate booking hack I mentioned. Let's get into it. I really want you to start by asking yourself this one question. What exactly defines the ultimate Mediterranean getaway in 2026? Seriously, close your eyes for a second and imagine it. Picture the distinct scent of wild rosemary and sea salt floating in the warm air as you walk through ancient, gnarled olive groves and lush tropical gardens. Picture these sunlit, wide-open piazzas that are constructed straight out of local, honey-colored Ragusa stone and warm natural woods. All of it seamlessly blending into this rugged, breathtaking coastal landscape under the bright, perfect Italian sun. You are essentially balancing the authentic, completely unhurried tradition of an ancient Italian village with the cutting-edge, effortless luxury of a modern five-star resort. That is the exact sensory vision that Mangia's has brought to life here. It's not just a hotel, it's an entire vibe. All right, Section 1, a new Sicilian dream. Let's see what makes this location tick. A publication called Hospitality Interiors really hit the nail on the head here, noting that this resort is, and I quote, opening up one of Italy's most authentic and underexplored regions to international travelers. And that is an absolutely crucial point. Located near the charming coastal town of Scogliti, this isn't just a place to sleep, it is a gateway. You are literally mere minutes away from the famous UNESCO-listed Baroque towns of the Val di Noto. We are talking about legendary places like Sicily, Modica, and Ragusa Ibla. These are towns that are steeped in centuries of rich history, characterized by these incredibly ornate balconies, labyrinthine cobblestone streets, and a deeply poetic, almost cinematic atmosphere. Yet the absolute brilliance of this specific location is that when you are done exploring and you return to the property, you are stepping back into a completely exclusive, private retreat. You are completely insulated from the heavy tourist crowds. It's the best of both worlds, for sure. So the core concept of the entire property is brilliantly captured by just one single word: Borgo. If you aren't familiar, it essentially translates to a traditional Italian village. You see, the architects here, they didn't just build a massive, imposing concrete hotel block and call it a day. No way. They built a living, breathing village. The social heart of this village is Piazza Ibla, which acts as this central hub where guests just naturally converge and socialize. From the piazza, just imagine strolling down these winding stone pathways, flanked on both sides by fragrant native flora, leading you straight to the expansive central freshwater pools. Or, you can wander just a little bit further, letting that natural, unhurried rhythm of daily life guide you all the way down to the resort's massive 3,000 square meters of private sandy beach, right where the Mediterranean Sea gently laps against the shore. It's literally designed to lower your heart rate the second you walk in. Now, I want you to consider the sheer scale of what we're talking about here. 400. That is 400 total residences on the property. That's massive, right? But here's the thing. Because the property is so meticulously designed as this sprawling organic village, it actually never feels crowded or overwhelming. The accommodations are highly versatile, genuinely crafted for contemporary travelers of all shapes and sizes. You have everything from beautifully appointed superior rooms and deluxe comfort rooms, all the way up to incredibly spacious family suites. And if you are looking for the absolute pinnacle of luxury, they offer 4 ultra-exclusive swim-up villas. Just imagine waking up, grabbing an espresso, stepping directly off your private sun-drenched terrace, and sliding right into the water without ever even passing another guest. There is a very specific, perfectly tailored footprint here for every single type of traveler. Moving right along to Section 2, the sublime all-inclusive experience. Let's talk about the food. Okay, if you were taking notes, grab your pen because this is where it gets incredibly delicious. The resort operates on what they call a sublime all-inclusive program, which, to be completely honest, is a massive leap forward from your standard kind of uninspired resort buffet. Let's break down these venues because the culinary narrative they've built here is just fantastic. First up, you have Mediterra. This is the main family table, featuring incredible, vibrant Mediterranean flavors. Just picture fresh, crisp salads and handmade pasta tossed in rich, slow-simmer tomato and basil sauces, all enjoyed with wide-open views. Then you have Al Grano, a highly convivial, super lively pizzeria. You can practically smell the wood-fired crust and melting local mozzarella as they celebrate true Italian craftsmanship right there on open-air terraces. For something a little bit more barefoot and laid back, you've got Scasù. This is an informal grill where you can enjoy generous cuts of high-quality meat and the fresh local catch of the day, sizzling right over an open flame while you sit in the ocean breeze. And of course, for your beverages, the Lime Pole Bar acts as the beating heart of the piazza for your afternoon refreshments, while Riva's Beach Club offers light Sicilian bites and ice-cold Aperol spritzes right by the water as the sun dips below the horizon. The whole shebang is just perfectly executed. Now, hold on a second, let's talk logistics. The absolutely crucial point here is understanding exactly what is and isn't covered, because getting the practical details right anchors a great vacation. The all-inclusive Sublime rate is incredibly generous. It covers your buffet breakfasts, your lunches, and your dinners across all those incredible a la carte restaurants we just salivated over. It also covers your daytime snacks and a really fantastic selection of premium wines and cocktails at the bars. However, and this is the important part, room service, your in-room minibar, and local city taxes are out of pocket. They are not included. It is always, always best to factor those minor extra costs into your overall travel budget up front. That way there are zero surprises when you're standing at the front desk and it's time to check out. All right, let's jump into Section 3, Wellness, Sports, and Family. 14. That is the staggering number of red clay tennis courts physically on this property. Mangia's Costa Ragusa Borgo is aggressively positioning itself as a premier destination for serious sports enthusiasts and even international training camps. The sight of the red clay dust flying under the bright Mediterranean sun is something truly special for tennis fans. And alongside those 14 clay courts, they also feature a synthetic grass court, dedicated paddle courts, pickleball, football pitches, and an ultra-modern, state-of-the-art gym equipped with top-tier techno-gym gear that remains open 24 hours a day. It is an incredibly robust, literal world-class infrastructure designed specifically for people who want to maintain a highly active lifestyle even while on vacation. But, a true getaway is also about deep, profound recovery. You can't just be on the court all day. The property features the Longevity Suite Spa, and the philosophy driving this place is absolutely fascinating. It is directly inspired by the 5 blue zones on Earth. If you haven't heard of them, these are places like Sardinia in Italy or Okinawa in Japan, where people statistically live the longest, healthiest, and most vibrant lives on the planet. The spa here literally combines advanced medical anti-aging expertise with ancient, time-tested, holistic treatments. So you aren't just booking a basic run-of-the-mill massage to pass the time on a rainy afternoon. You are entering a highly dedicated retreat that's entirely focused on restoring mental energy, promoting conscious beauty, and achieving total cellular rejuvenation. It is next-level wellness. Now, for anyone tuning in who travels with family, you are going to want to pay very close attention right here. We all know the golden rule. A luxury vacation is only an actual vacation if the kids are happy, engaged, and most importantly, totally safe. Starting in the 2026 season, the childcare here is delivered in partnership with Worldwide Kids, which is an international leader in luxury family hospitality. They offer a creche for infants as young as 6 months old, a highly interactive kids club for children up to age 13, a teen club all the way up to 17, and an entirely dedicated water park. With highly qualified staff and a tightly structured digital platform for safety and sign-ins, parents can actually detach. You can actually go enjoy that spa we just talked about or sit down for a quiet dinner, knowing your kids are having an incredible, fun, and educational time. And when you are finally ready to leave the immediate property, the dedicated concierge is there to unlock the most authentic, hidden parts of Sicily for you. Because, let's face it, you aren't flying all the way to Italy just to sit by a pool for a week straight. You can actually take a private tour of Mount Etna's incredible lunar volcanic landscapes, or wander through the ancient, breathtaking Greek ruins of Taormina. You can indulge in the famous chocolate-making traditions of Modica, where they actually still use ancient Aztec-inspired cold-working techniques that give the chocolate this incredibly unique, gritty texture. You can explore the stunning, honey-colored limestone of Noto's famous Baroque architecture, or get lost in the intricate labyrinths of the historic Donna Fogata Castle before enjoying an incredible wine tasting deep down in its cellars. The cultural footprint surrounding this resort is simply massive, and it's all right at your fingertips waiting to be explored. Let's pivot to Section 4, Business Meets Mediterranean Beauty. 800. That is the massive delegate capacity of the Costa Ragusa Convention Hall. If you happen to be an event planner or a corporate executive looking for an unforgettable, completely unique location for your next big international conference, a high-stakes product launch, or an executive retreat, this property essentially doubles as a major corporate hub. It features full, state-of-the-art audio-visual capabilities, high-speed internet across the entire sprawling property, and dedicated staging areas, all set against a stunning, inspiring Sicilian backdrop. It's pretty much a dream for corporate events. I mean, just take a look at the incredible ratio of space they've dedicated here. You have over 8,600 square feet of private, climate-controlled indoor meeting space. But look at that outdoor footprint, over 32,000 square feet of usable event space. To put that into perspective, this means your corporate groups aren't going to be trapped in sterile, windowless boardrooms for 3 days straight. Instead, you are hosting stunning open-air networking events, massive gala dinners, and sunset cocktail hours under the stars, completely surrounded by ancient olive trees. Plus, as an added bonus, the property boasts major sustainability awards like Get It Fair and GRESB. And as we know, that is increasingly vital for modern companies who are looking to meet strict corporate social responsibility mandates when they travel. Quick logistics check here, because accessibility matters immensely when planning a trip like this. This resort gives you the highly authentic feeling of being completely off the grid in an untouched Mediterranean paradise, but without having to endure an exhausting, cramped 3-hour bus transfer just to get there. Comiso Airport is just 28 kilometers away, which is roughly a super easy 30-minute drive. And the larger Catania International Airport is 117 kilometers away. So the property is perfectly positioned to handle both regional, domestic Italian flights and massive international arrivals, making it an absolute breeze for a global team or a scattered family to converge in one single spot. And finally, we've arrived at Section 5, the moment you've been waiting for, the ultimate booking hack. The contrast here is absolutely undeniable, and honestly, it is exactly the kind of discovery we absolutely love sharing on this explainer. If you go directly to the hotel's website right now to book a 5-night stay in a deluxe comfort room with that sublime all-inclusive dining package during a prime travel period, say June 2027, you are going to be paying well over 2,300 euros. It's a premium product, so it has a premium price. However, by utilizing a very specific, under-the-radar deal that's currently available, you can secure that exact same premium package for just 1,449 euros. Do the math on that. That is a massive savings of over 30% for the exact same 5-star luxury experience. No catch, just smart booking. So here is the exact step-by-step blueprint to replicate this massive savings for yourself. The deal is currently being hosted on the luxury travel platform called Luxury Escapes. To unlock the incredible 290 euros per night rate, which totals 1,449 euros for the required 5-night minimum, you simply need to apply the promo code TRAVELDEALS10 at checkout. It's that easy. This secures you a beautifully spacious 32 square meter deluxe comfort room, complete with a furnished balcony. The valid dates they're offering are incredibly generous too. It works for stays through October 2026, and then opens back up again from April to June and October to November of 2027. But here is perhaps the single most valuable perk of all. They offer a buy now, choose dates later option. This brilliantly solves the massive headache of trying to coordinate paid time off with your boss or your spouse right this second. You literally lock in this deep discount today, and you figure out your actual travel schedule later, as long as you redeem the voucher by October 2027. It's incredibly flexible. But as we always say, we have to be responsible and read the fine print before making any sort of financial investment. Let's look really closely at the cancellation policy so you know exactly what you're getting into. If you book this deal and, for whatever reason, change your mind within 7 days, you actually get a full cash refund right back to your credit card, provided your actual arrival date is still over 2 weeks away. Now, if you need to cancel up to 22 days before you are scheduled to arrive, you won't lose your money, but, and this is key, it will be issued as a Luxury Escapes account credit rather than cash back to your card. Finally, if you cancel 21 days or closer to your trip, it is strictly non-refundable, period. So definitely plan accordingly, have a serious talk with your travel companions, and always consider picking up standard travel insurance to fully protect your investment against the unexpected. And that, my friends, brings us to the very end of our deep dive.
We've explored the stunning stone architecture of the Borgo. We practically tasted the incredibly rich, sublime dining program. We checked out the world-class red clay sports and holistic wellness facilities. We looked at the expansive corporate capabilities. And we broke down exactly how to book the whole thing for 30% off. So my final question to you is simply this. With genuine 5-star Mediterranean luxury available at a fraction of the standard cost, what is actually stopping you from hacking your way to the ultimate Sicilian getaway? Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer. I had a blast, and I hope you feel fully equipped to plan your next great adventure. See you next time.